Copland's music is expansive, it's lush, it's also athletic, it has rhythmic complexity. It's like the full range of color in sounds. There's just a drive inside of it, like it really propels the whole motion of the dance forward. He has a wonderful grasp on the full range of the orchestra. I think that there's a lot of joy that the orchestra feels in performing it, as well as the dancers dancing to it. It's also just music that wants to be heard. I had an experience in my early 20s where I saw a performance of Agnes de Mille's Rodeo at American Ballet Theater, and I sat like in the third row. And I remember feeling the music physically, like the vibrations of the sound against my skin, and just having this very profound experience with the music. Eventually the idea formed for me to create sort of my own version or my own take on the Rodeo score. And for me, it was about stripping it down to focus on the interrelation between the music and the movement. If we were thinking about creating like a whole mini series, like a stream, like on a streamer or something, around Aaron Copland's music, and Rodeo was the pilot episode, like what's the rest of the season? What does that look like? We incorporated the Fanfare for the Common Man, the Billy the Kid ballet score, and also the Appalachian Spring score that assembled with the Rodeo score to create this whole evening. And to me, those 4 scores feel as though they're sort of like cut from the same cloth, even though they have their own distinctions. There was something Copland said that I read that really gave me the courage to approach creating this ballet experience, which was, I can paraphrase it, but it's something along the lines of, you want to, in some way, create something that speaks to the moment now, that life is so transient, and all we can do as artists is try to like absorb as much of what the world feels like today and encapsulate that into some sort of form, whether that's music or dance or writing. The original narrative works, those Western narrative works, were kind of a glorification of cowboy culture, so it just felt out of date to go in that direction again. The music that Copland wrote, it works really well for those narratives, but it's also something that can exist beyond those narrative works. And again, it was a very like personal journey and process, and I think open to interpretation, so that audience members can like find their own way and their own connection to it. And it's still music that really packs a punch and resonates with audiences now.